Hi, Jason Lammer with Coldwell Banker Commercial. If you missed this year's 2021 Real Estate Symposium, we recorded all of the sessions, and I'm pleased to provide Nils Bentsen, City Manager of Hesperia, California, who will be providing updates. Nils Bentsen from the City of Hesperia, how are you doing today?
Doing
Tell us
great,
a little bit
Jason.
about the City of Hesperia and what you experienced during 2020 and what's in the works.
I certainly will. And thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be part of your symposium.
Thank you.
Like Barstow, we are getting a Raising Cane's. It's going to be on Main Street and Escondido, and it's well past the permitting process. They should be actually in construction shortly. Very popular restaurant. We're pleased to be hosting them. We also recently opened a Beyond Gas, which is on Main Street between the Tractor Supply and Starbucks. Additionally, we have 5 more gas stations, convenience stores that are in the permitting process, mostly along the I-15 or 395 corridor. However, one is also on the east side of town. Industrial has been very busy for us. As you know, we have 2 industrial areas. Our western industrial area is very busy. We are currently, I'm sure most people have noticed if they've traveled up and down the pass, along Caliente that you can see from I-15 freeway. There's about a 250-acre site there that is being graded currently, and that's Hesperia Commerce Center 1. A modway has already been made known through a press release. It's over 1 million square foot industrial building that they are going to occupy, but there's 2 more million-plus square foot industrial buildings that will be located on that site as well. And they are grading like mad, and they hope to be actually in construction shortly. We also have a Hesperia Commerce Center 2, which is on 395 and Main Street. That is going through the permitting process currently. That's another 3.75 million square feet of industrial building. And close to that as well, on 395, north of Main Street, we have another $500,000, or I'm sorry, 500,000 square feet of cold storage that is in the permitting process. And we also have another 500,000 square feet on Armagosa, north of Main Street, that is permitting currently, as well as 19,000 square feet for Freightliner to expand their storage and service center, which is on 3 Flags right off of 395. And we have a professional auto transport company going to break ground shortly on 12,000 square feet of industrial on the west side of town. They are a national carrier for new cars. And so they're basically in the trucking business that moves new vehicles throughout the United States that want to make Hesperia their home. And we have a number of much smaller but industrial type projects that are going on our eastern industrial area of the city of Hesperia. Not quite as large as those, and I'm sure we have the constraints of time. I won't mention all of those. So industrial, commercial, that's what's going on in Hesperia currently. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the update. And absolutely amazing. We've been talking about industrial expansion in the high desert for a couple decades. We have the available land, and as we see the inventory tighten or available land tighten in the lower inland empire, we are actually reaping the benefits of that. So I'm excited to see growth in the industrial sector in the high desert, and I believe that we're going to see quite a bit more to come over the next decade. So thank you very much. What's happening in the city of Hesperia? What capital improvements and infrastructure projects do you have planned for the city?
Well, the big one that everyone's been waiting on, $50 million project roughly, is fully funded, which is the Ranchero Road corridor improvement. That will be between 7th Avenue and the I-15 freeway, a little over 5 miles. We're a partner in that with San Bernardino County. We're the lead agency, and SBCTA. That is going to be about an 18-month project because it requires the demolition of the bridge that crosses the aqueduct, and a new bridge to be put in its place. It has to be freestanding. That will be, bridge will be built to a 7-lane capacity, which will be the build out capacity for Ranchero Road. The rest of Ranchero will be at a 5-lane capacity, 2 in each direction with a center turn lane. It's a very large project that has been a long time in coming, but people have been patiently waiting, and they're going to need to be a little patient, a little more patient, because that 18-month time frame to do all the construction before it's been fully opened back up is going to require people to take different routes. And as most people know that are from the area, Ranchero has become very busy. It's a major east-west corridor in the Mojave River Valley, and we have people from many parts to the east that take Ranchero instead of Bear Valley or Main Street. So that is going to be a great project when it's complete, but while we're building it, it's going to be difficult for a while. Also, we have a new street signal light that's going to go in at Main Street and Timberlane this year, as well as doubling the size of our park and ride at 395 and Joshua, so that we can accommodate more commuters' vehicles there. Also, we are just about complete with our sewer and water service connection to the Ranchero interchange area. So as we complete that this year, there will be complete water and sewer around the interchange, Mariposa and Caliente, heading north to the rest of the city. Also, it's one of our big projects that we've been working on a while. We came up with a universal or regional approach to fixing a lot of the stormwater and flood issues that we have on the west side of town. Without a solution to that, it's caused many of the developers who own property in that area not to be able to build until we actually had a solution. And so, as often happens within the development community, people weren't interested in a CFD or an AD to actually fix the problem. So the council put in place a special diff for that area to deal with the stormwater issues, the flooding. And since we've done that, it's kind of unlocked that area. And I think there's between probably 600 and 900 lots that are currently wanting to build in that area because of the stormwater solutions that have been put into place over there. So those are the major CIP projects we have working in the city of Hesperia currently. Thank you.
Thank you, Nils. A lot of good. The bridge is actually, I know, will be a little bit of a choke point for a year and a half or so, but well needed, and I think it'll really help with the circulation. So excited to hear that's moving forward. How's the city of Hesperia? I know you're also building quite a bit.
Yes, we are quite busy trying to keep up. Currently, we have about 600 lots that are for national builders that are that have entitlements, but they're trying to get their tract maps done. That's just a snapshot of what's going on right now. And then what we have is the entitled with tract maps that are moving forward. Some homes are currently under construction. Some are soon to go under construction. We have DR Horton, Pacific Communities, Richmond America, Frontier, and a number of smaller developers, all either building right now or are going to break ground shortly. And they have entitlements and tract maps on about 900 lots. Those are mostly on the west side of town. So we have tremendous amount of building occurring currently. On the east side of town, we have a number of 50 lot tracts that are smaller developers. Those are on half-acre lots. There's about 3 or 4 of those that are currently being built. Some are selling right now. Various developers on those. The big one we also have that everyone always wants to know about is Tapestry, and that's on the southeast part of Hesperia. That is scheduled to start grading this summer. After grading starts, there's about an 18-month worth of work that they're going to need before they release lots to home builders. Once they release lots to home builders, about 6 months after that, you will see homes for sale. So we're talking probably in the next 2 years, you're going to see homes for sales out there. And just to remind everyone, the first phase of that track is 2,200 homes. Prior to any of the homes being sold, the amenities will be put in place first, such as parks, schools, other things will be in place prior to that. So lots of single family home development going on, but we also have multifamily going on. Currently under construction, 196 units, Olive Tree Apartments, those are duplex style, along with Muscatel, 142 duplex style with attached garages. And we also have another multifamily going up on Tamarisk, 56 units, and Sequoia, another 28. And that is also in addition to our design standards changed. Our council tightened up our design standards. We actually made them a little more stringent. We're still business friendly, but we are trying to build a better product for our folks. So most of the apartments that you will find in Hesperia, they are larger and include more amenities such as attached garages. In addition to that, we also have Eagle Housing that did their first phase, which was 96 senior units over by the freeway that you can see from the I-15. They are going to break ground on the second 96 units. Those are for seniors. And you can see that right off of Live Oak and Mariposa on the I-15 freeway. We are currently at about 210 single-family residents have been constructed so far this fiscal year. Our target number was about 250. We believe we'll probably exceed that. And the prediction for next year is we'll probably be at 350 plus by next fiscal year. That's it for Hesperia. Thank you.
Thank you very much for participating today. Before we move into our community update, from First District Supervisor, retired Colonel Paul Cook, I want to thank our sponsors who made this possible. Casey with Armstrong Fairway Insurance, the City of Hesperia, the City of Victorville, Southern California Logistics Airport, Enterprise Funding, Flagstar Bank, Mortgage Solutions Financial, Shannon with Saddle Rock Reverse Mortgage, and Flagstar Bank, along with our bronze sponsor, Desert Valley Hospital and Desert Valley Medical Group, and also Citizens Business Bank and Coldwell, Kennedy, and Porter. Thank you very much. Next week, tune in at 10 a.m., April 1st. Yes, April 1st. I was questioned why we're doing April Fool's Day, but it'll be a good meeting. We have Brightline West. We have a panel, Greta Seidman, Director of Public Affairs, and Adrian Scher, EVP of Rail Infrastructure, who will join us, give us an update on the high-speed rail, and also 2 community updates from U.S. Congressman Jay Obernolte and California Assemblyman Thurston Smith. We look forward to their updates. And also state of real estate in the high desert, both commercial and residential, with Bob Basin, Terry Sines, and myself from Coldwell Banker Commercial, and Chris Lamoureux with Coldwell Banker Home Source providing a real estate update. And with that, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and play the community update from Paul Cook. Thank you very much.
I want to tell you a few things that are going on in the county, and I hope all the high desert realtors are having a great symposiums. I love symposiums. As long as they don't have to talk. But no, seriously. There's a number of things that are going on, and I'm going to give you quick and dirty on some of these so you know what's going on. One of them is not in my district per se, but I think in the future it might be, and I used to represent it, and that's Barstow. And this is the North First Avenue Bridge over the BNSF Railroad. We're working with Barstow, Burlington North Santa Fe Railroad. This bridge was built in the 1930s, and it's really, really dangerous. And so hopefully we can get this done. I was trying to get some federal money that we might be able to use. And just recently, I don't know if you heard about it, but out in Ludlow, there was a huge train derailment. So some of these things are going to affect the areas, and I wanted to mention that one. Okay, speaking of trains, the Brightline connection in Las Vegas. This is high-speed rail. I think it can work. I've talked to a number of folks. It's going to be from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, but because of trying to get the permitting and everything like that, the interim connection might be from Las Vegas to Victorville, and then we're going over to the follow the 18, parallel the 18 to the Metrolink and come down through that area as opposed to coming right along next to the I-15 into Los Angeles. That's going to be great. We got a lot of hiccups on it, but we're working on it, and I think we might be able to get it done. The project, 260 miles, and 30% of the design phase is complete. We're not there yet, and where we're going to go and everything like that is going to be a challenge. The other one, Mountain Pass Mine, the corporation is MP Materials. I've been fighting this battle for years. It's in my district. It's the only integrated rare earth mining and processing site in North America. And they're going to expand operations using a combined heat and power plant that will eliminate the old diesel-based equipment, which is a big, big thing with the environmentalists. I have some issues, national security, in that right now they outsource it to China. So I can't believe we're doing this. We need these things for airplanes, defense, this and that. And we've been giving it to China. Anyway, no comment on that. But I've really been supportive. We got language written back when I was in Congress to some of the areas. So hopefully we got our fingers crossed on that. The Redlands Passenger Rail Project. This is intended to advance regional transportation, connecting San Bernardino residents to businesses, services, and I'm pretty sure it was connecting to the college out there at Cal State, one of my alma maters. So, and that was part of the reason years ago I was supporting this big time. This is City of San Bernardino to Redlands, and it's going to be transportation and hopefully maybe buses, autos, integrated transportation network. This is supposed to open in 2022. I don't know if we're going to make that, but optimistic. Another one which is really, really exciting, I think, a tunnel connection to Ontario. And this kind of shocked me a little bit. But SAMBAG, or San Bernardino County Transportation Authority, the board of directors, we gave the agency the approval, and they're in the contract negotiations with Boring company, Boring, like in previous Paul Cook speeches, Boring, for the construction of a tunnel connection from Rancho Cucamonga Metrolink to Ontario Airport. Now, the beauty of this is going to be a 4-mile tunnel underground, surface stations. You come up, and believe it or not, some of the technology on that, it's cheaper when you use a tunnel than all the permits and everything like that. So we're kind of excited about that. We'll have, as I said, this is supposed to be completed in 2025. And I think you got a whole new area of transportation, sometimes, particularly in the LA area, even our own county, where you're trying to get the permits. It's easier to have a tunnel and go underneath. So we're going to follow this. There'll be more updates. I got the West Valley Connector Project. This is 100% zero emission bus rapid transits. First stage of the zero emission bus initiative, and this is the bus rapid transit system in the country. This is our second one again. Included as phase one is 21 stations, connect to Ontario International Airport, 2 Metrolink stations, various recreational destinations such as Ontario Mills and Victoria Gardens. I try to keep my wife out of there so she doesn't spend too much money, so she's not going to have access to it. Anyway, the project is currently in the design phase and is anticipated again 2025. The last one I want to talk to you about is Zero Emission Multiple Unit Project. ZEMU, like EMU, but with a Z, I guess. This will include the first battery and hydrogen-powered passenger train in North America. It's kind of exciting stuff. And this will service the county of San Bernardino. And you'll have, once again, there's been a lot of attention to green pathways with the roads and trucks, and more attention is being focused on our rail sites. It's in the planning stage, and simply because of the nature of it, and I'm talking about green projects, right now you're going to be able to get money for some of those things. So I give you a quick and dirty on a lot of different things that are going on. It's pretty exciting. And I'm not going to promise you and say, oh yeah, they're all going to be completed. But I'm very optimistic that we can get something that'll help us with transportation and with some of the traffic problems we have, and the technology on some of these things that's here. We got to follow through, and you got to keep plugging. So I'm very optimistic about this, and hopefully this will improve the whole area in terms of the issues that you guys and gals deal with. So I'm going to let you guys get back to your symposium, and you can tell your lies. I'm always free to talk to you. And the realtors have been supporting me for years, and I can't thank you enough. But I believe in growth. I believe in doing it right. And some of these mechanisms, which I've outlined, I think will enable us to do it. So I'll be talking to you again, and I hope this helped a little bit. Thank you. Everybody stay safe, particularly your families. Bye-bye.